This is Never Mind the Buzzcocks, the pop quiz that says, "Oh Carol, I am but a fool." So I'll have 8 vowels on 1 consonant, please. Both our team captains are well capable of filling Wembley Stadium. Sean Hughes by reading his poetry outside, and Phil Jupiter simply by walking in there. Phil and Sean, ladies and gentlemen, our team captains. Phil's first guest is Richard Fairbrass from Right Said Fred. Richard is a singer and TV presenter who's brought his own weightlifting gym. He's now expert at the clean and the jerk, but he curiously has no interest in the snatch. Phil's second guest is Radio 1 star DJ and TV presenter Lisa Hansen. Lisa's had a long association with pop music and recently worked with Wings. She does the voiceover on the Bodyform ads. Richard and Lisa, ladies and gentlemen, Phil's team. Sean's first guest is Shovel, percussionist with Them People.
I won't get all this to you, dedicate myself to you, just for you, just for you, just for you, yeah.
Every year the band spend Christmas together in a hotel, the one day in the year when they're fully justified in throwing the TV out the window. Sean's second guest is heartthrob and platinum-selling pop sensation Mark Owen. Mark used to work in a bank but now gets hundreds of fan letters a week. He replies diligently to every letter and charges a mere £15 administration fee for each one. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark and Shovel, Sean's team. We ripped straight into round 1, indecipherable lyrics. So if you thought Culture Club had a #1 hit with Do You Really Want a Herpes, pay attention. 1 clip and a whole load of baffling lyrics for each team. Sean's team, it's those mad, bad and frankly Welsh Manic Street Preachers for you. Those were the Manic Street Preachers with Australia, a top 10 hit from earlier this year. But what was singer James Dean Bradfield going on about?
I think that the whole song is a Welsh village from start to finish, and he's just singing it.
What's the name of the village?
I think the Manics are rebelling here against their youth. I've read, when they were young, fed a lot of vegetables.
Weren't we all, Mark?
Yeah, we were. He's kind of going on saying, like, greens. I got greens for the first line. I don't know.
Is that as far as you got, Mark?
Well, and then he says, "Father, can you cut it down? Eat my spinach. This here pasta's mine." So it's kind of going on. Let me just do it quick. Greens, "Father, can you cut it down? Eat my spinach," for the 15th time. So he's had a lot of spinach. I've eaten it for much too long. This here pasta's mine.
I want to hear you sing along with the Manic.
Greens! Father, can you cut it down? Join in, eat my spinach.
Eat my spinach!
Join in.
For the 15th time. I've eaten it for much too long. This is pasta's mine.
I feel a cover version coming out on the next album.
Mark, that was such a treat when you said everybody. This isn't Wembley, you know.
It's the biggest audience I've played in front of for 2 years.
What do you think the real words may be?
Well,
Greens.
I've got half an idea.
Half an idea is much better than we've had so far.
I'll do percussion for you.
Praying! Father, won't you come now?
I'm getting into this.
It must be for the 15th time for us to know. This is the party that's mine!
You were so close. The actual words were, "Praying for the wave to come now, it must be for the 15th time. I've been here for much too long, this is the past that's mine." 2 full points, well. The Manics come from the small town of Blackwood in South Wales, where the local factory makes pot noodles. It's the only factory where the workers went on strike demanding to lose their lunch break. In the early days, the Manics lead singer used to go on stage in a pyjama top bearing the slogan, "I am a slut." He had to wear it. It was a present from his gran. Phil's team, it's the inimitable soul funk honkings of a diva for you from 1989. That was a diva. What do you think she was singing?
She's singing Respect Me and she's dressed like a tandoori house in
That hat looks a bit like a car seat cover, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of the beady bit.
This song, we know what it's about, don't we?
Well, it's called Respect, so that's not...
No, it's
much to
not.
worry.
It's actually called Inspect Me.
Yeah.
And it's actually about private dental practices.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
The first two lines, Mark, inspect me, I'm high, high, high.
Yeah.
Because, you know, obviously,
Gas and
she's
air
under
stuff.
the gas and air now, she's high, she's ready for her inspection. And then the key line then, Richard, of course, which is how Richard knew it was a private dental practice.
She wants to say, well, I'm giving you all my money. That's the, you know...
Private
that's, yeah,
dentist.
private dentist. And then she said, all I'm asking for you is for you to numb me, because she wants to go under the...
I don't know what it is, Richard. Everything you say, I think it's in code.
In fact, I was going to ask you, Tom, but when you're with a dentist, do you spit or swallow? I'm never quite sure.
I gargle.
She says, give me my mouthwash.
Give me my mouthwash, my proper teeth set. We've had some caps put in.
Yeah.
When you come home, bring it to me, give me chewy. She's not sure whether they'll stay in. She wants some chewing gum to check if the teeth are working, right?
Yeah.
So she's after the chewy, without sugar in the gum, because that's bad for her teeth.
But what she finds out when she gets home and tries this chewing gum is that the bridge work that he's done on her mouth is so appallingly defective.
Very bad.
It all starts working loose, which is why she ends up going inspect me.
It's code again, isn't it? Well, to hear you singing that along with it,
I think you'll find it scans pretty well.
I'll give you all my money. All I'm asking is you know me. Give me my mouthwash. My property set. Bring it to me, give me chew it without sugar in the gum.
Have you got a real version?
Girlfriend, my soul sister #1's got the lyrics here. Alright, large it, girl.
Phil, you really pulled that one off.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was thinking, it was Martin Luther King.
I know the words. I'm out to give you all my money, but all I'm asking in return for that is that you give me my proper respect when you come home. Bring it to me, give it to me, sugar, for when you come home.
And here's Bob with the weather.
2 full points. Well deserved. Adiva used to enter local talent contests and won so often she was eventually banned. Every week she used to finish streets ahead of Simon the lisping ventriloquist, Henry the juggling horse and Wigfield. At the end of that round, it's 2 points to both teams. Round 2 is the intros round, in which we take famous song intros and recreate them in perfect hi-fi quality. So, Sean and Mark, you'll be woofing and tweeting at Shovel.
Hit me, guys, hit me.
Are you ready, Shovel? You do it.
Right. I'll do the music bit, you dance.
I'll dance. Hang on. Yeah, carry on.
That just gave it. Wild Cherry.
Yeah.
Play that funky music.
You're quite right, it is Wild Cherry.
Right, you do the music again. I've got a...
looks like Adolf Hitler's gone funky.
Morning, people! Another one back to dance.
That looked to me like the Take That Home video we never saw.
I'm getting a little bit of a Hitler cut here as well.
Ah, this is quite easy, this.
Right, what are we going to do?
He's never going to get that.
Feel the same way about yourself?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Dear, oh dear.
Oh dear.
Thriller.
It was Thriller, well done. The songs were Play That Funky Music by Wild Cherry. The record was named Play That Funky Music White Boy because it's what the audience would shout at Wild Cherry at their gigs, which is why Christa Berg's next single is called Boogie. Another One Bites the Dust by Queen and Thriller by Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson has a deal with MTV insisting that every time they mention his name they have to refer to him as the King of Rock and Pop, Michael Jackson. Luckily there's no such deal between ourselves and the pasty-faced monkey-loving freak, Michael Jackson. But Lisa, here are your 3 songs. Richard can try and get them while he's actually ogling Mark.
Okay. Oh, I
let's do
hate
it.
this, I hate this.
Okay.
Hold on. That is happening, isn't it?
I'll give you a clue.
The dance.
Do you know, Richard?
I've got a clue.
No? Oh, I'll pass it over. Anyone know?
Bronski?
It is Bronski Beat, but what's the song? Because he gave me a lot of Bronski Beat clues.
Where? Do it again.
Right, no one seems to know it. Let's hear how it should have sounded.
The clue! The clue!
Small Town Boy by Bronski Beat.
Richard, you let us down, man.
How could you tell me apart? I sounded just like him!
Oh, yeah, we should.
Yeah, that one
Okay, I'll take my cue from you again.
Ready?
Da-na-na-na-na.
Spit the sky.
Let me do the good bit. Sorry. Ready?
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, Syndrome. I don't remember.
You seem to know it, Richard, but not what it's called or who it's by. I'm so happy to be passing this one over.
Is it Rose Royce, Love Don't Live Here Anymore?
Absolutely not. Let's hear what it was.
Ring my bell. Oh, ring my bell.
Ring my bell. Ring my bell.
Ring my bell. Ring my bell.
So I just had a weird thing. I just looked over and shit and shovel. That was all I was thinking. So the songs were Small Town Boy by Bronski Beat. In 1985, Jimmy Somerville was arrested and fined for gross indecency. He hired a good accountant and got it down to net indecency. accountancy joke. Bronski Beat had a big following in the London gay scene of the early 80s. In fact, they were the first band to receive a kneeling ovation. Spirit in the Sky by Norman Greenbaum or Doctor and the Medics, and Ring My Bell by Anita Ward. That song's officially a song about telephones, although some suspect it may be a veiled reference to sex, rather like Chuck Berry's My Ding-a-Ling, Mary Wilson's Telephone Man, and Slide It In by Whitesnake. At the end of that round, Phil's team have 3 points and Sean's team are in the lead with 5. It's time to wrap those brains, or possibly just wrap those spices, as we come to our connected round. 1 clip for each team. We want the link between the artists. Sean teams go first. So couldn't you find the connection between these two? Gorgeous blonde pop kitten and queen of new wave cool, Debbie Harry. And flamehead, lift-bin punkette and squeaky thothu irritant, Toya.
I had no idea that Toya was in The Cure.
I know that Toya's got a show now. If you've got any sexual problems. When I was about 13, Debbie Harry videos used to help me with a lot of my sexual problems.
Both Toya and Blondie both had members of their bands who played on my first album, Green Man, which is in the shops at the moment.
Really?
Little tip, Mark, when you're saying, don't say it to the public that your guitarist was in Toya's band, because we don't really like her music. Not a good selling point, Mark. I love you, and I want you to learn all about the music business. You haven't got those 4 guys around you now, it's just you.
Okay, it's a lie, it's all a lie.
No, I just love the fact that your album's called Green Man, so the kiddies that buy it know when to cross the road.
They've both fallen on hard times. Is Debbie Harry a cleaner now and Toya's a mop?
This is a visual thing, so can I run it with the video again and kind of speak over it?
Yeah, I suppose we can do that.
Now, in a minute, there's a shot where she's obviously seen the film Psycho. There, Psycho. That's the knife scene. Then the shot of Toya here. She looks like a psycho.
I can't give you any points there, Mark. The connection is they both played female wrestlers in the theatre. For 5 months in 1983, Toya starred as a grappler in the feminist comedy Trafford Tansy at London's Mermaid Theatre. And that same year, Debbie Harry played T-Neck Tansy the Venus Flytrap at the Nederlander Theatre in New York, and the show closed after only 1 night. In 1981, Toya Wilcox became a pop star with It's a Mystery. I'm sorry, I misread that. In 1981, it's a mystery how Toya Wilcox became a pop star. In America, Blondie's hit Rapture kept John Lennon's Woman off the #1 position. And if you've ever heard John Lennon's Woman sing, that can only be a good thing. Phil's team, it's your turn now. See if you can work out what connects this unlikely pairing.
When I wake up in the morning light, I pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Well-spoken 70s one-hit wonder and blue jeans advertiser David Dundas. And tongue-in-cheek heavy metal potentates and love pump liquors Spinal Tap.
Is it where he's a pop star who unusually wants to keep his jeans on, and the others are rock stars who like getting their jeans off?
No.
Well, Spinal Tap are a band that got together as a joke, and David Dundas...
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
And he's here tonight.
I wouldn't care. I could have him in a fight. Look at him. I mean, he's an idiot. You know, when I wake up in the morning light, I put on my jeans and I feel all right. How stupid do you have to be cheered up by putting your trousers on?
I'm actually happy with them off, to be perfectly honest.
Think about it. Who's in Spinal Tap?
Harry Shearer, Michael McKean and Christopher Guest.
Right,
Christopher
and one
Guest
of
is
them...
married to Jamie Lee Curtis, and he inherited a title. I think they're both posh. I think they both inherited
In
titles.
both cases, they married into the upper classes.
You're quite right. The connection is being lords. Actor Christopher Guest, who played guitarist Nigel Tufnell in Spinal Tap, is actually the 5th Baron Hayden Guest of Sailing Essex and is entitled to sit in the House of Lords. And David Dundas of Jeans on fame is the 2nd son of the Marquess of Zetland and is actually Lord David Dundas, so 2 full points. The David Dundas Jeans On song was adapted from an advertising jingle, as was his follow-up, the haunting ballad They're Tasty, Tasty, Very, Very Tasty. At the end of that round, it's 5 points to both teams. It's time for the identity parade round as we lasso a passing pop star of years gone by and ask the teams to pick him out of a lineup. Sean's team, you've heard Phil and Lisa doing the intro to Spirit in the Sky by Doctor and the Medics, sadly. Now we want you to identify the Doctor himself, and here for the audience only is the Doctor when he topped the charts back in 1986.
To the Spirit in the Sky. That's where I'm gonna go when I die. When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna go to the place that's the best.
5 to choose from, but only one kept a huge drug supply for professional reasons. Is it number 1, Dr. Feel Bad? Number 2, Doctor in Distress? Number 3, Dr. Doolittle? Number 4, Doc Cox? Or number 5, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman?
I think number 4 has been struck off years ago anyway, so you can go home now, mate.
Don't move, number 4.
Let's find out who the real doctor is. Just get them to write something down. Right, penicillin there, please.
You see, I will explain what he's doing here at the moment. Sean is now going around getting the signatures
Heroin.
of each of the doctors, so that when he comes back here, we're going to look at the writing, and the one that we cannot understand...
The worst handwriting.
The worst handwriting is obviously...
No, Mark, I need some penicillin. Right, it's number 1.
Well, number 1 is the doctor, or is it...
Number 1 is the doctor.
Go for that.
Yeah?
Yeah, number 1 is the real doctor.
All right, now let's have a see. Will the real Doctor please make himself known?
Aye!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Doctor! Phil's team, your likely lad was a Top of the Pops regular in the 70s. We want you to pick out Dan McCafferty, singer with Scottish heavy rockers Nazareth. And here for the audience only is Dan singing Bad Bad Boy back in 1973.
Spend all their money, then I'm long gone. I'm a bad, bad boy, and I'm gonna steal your love. Said I'm a bad, bad boy, and I'm gonna steal your love. Don't keep it to your house, then I'm gonna rip you off.
5 Dans to choose from, but which one had 70s pop audiences saying, "Oh Jesus, Nazareth"? Is it number 1, Dan Dare? Number 2, Dan Druff? Number 3, Dan Sing Queen? Number 4, Dan Dan, Deeper and Dan? Or number 5, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling?
Well, number 5 is Nigel from EastEnders. That's not really...
I'm thinking of having a karaoke night.
Number 3 looks like David Hunter in Crossroads.
Probably is.
And Roger Tong. Does anybody, the one in the wheelchair?
Is that something you do, or is that a...
No. Even I'm doing it now. I'm stuck.
I think number 1.
Yeah, I think it's number 1.
Because he's got a twinkle in his eye.
Does number 4 not ring a bell?
No.
What, with what? Why would it?
It's just that there's pictures of him all over the bloody place. And none of you seem to spot him whatsoever.
I think number 4's done a bit of bird.
It's number 1, I told you, it's number 1.
No, let's see. Would the real Dan McCafferty please step forward?
Yes!
Yeah, number 1. I'm sure you two get this all the time, people coming up and saying to you, "Oh, that can't, that's not really them in the lineups," they think. But we have got proof tonight. Dan, what sort of boy are you?
I'm a bad, bad boy, and I'm gonna steal your love.
Dan McCafferty, ladies and gentlemen, still with Nazareth. So at the end of that round, Sean's team have 5 points, Phil's team are in the lead with 7. Our final round is the quick-fire ordeal of next lines, where I read out lines from legendary hits to each team for 90 seconds, and they get 1 point for each correct next line they shout back at me. The team in the lead goes first, which is Phil's team. Your 90 seconds starts now. When I was younger, so much younger than today.
I never needed anybody's help in any way.
All right, help the Beatles. You are the dancing queen.
Young and green, only 17.
Yeah, I wish you'd let him do it on his own, ABBA.
You wouldn't let it lie, would you?
But the pair of you, leave it! God, they're just so in love.
When I wake up in the morning light,
I put on my jeans and I feel all right.
Yeah, David Dundas. Whoa, we're halfway there.
Whoa, we're halfway there.
Whoa, we're halfway there.
Pass.
Living on a prayer.
No, living on something.
Ah, you missed out the whoa-ho. You're right, Bon Jovi. Is that Jimmy's ring you're wearing? By the way, where'd you meet him?
I met him in a candy store.
Yeah, Shangri-La's. He turned around and smiled at me. You get the picture?
Yes, we see.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
You were kissing me, Mark.
Yeah, Meatloaf. Ain't nothing going on but the rent.
Ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing.
If you gotta get a J.O.B. if you want to be with
Yeah, quite right, Grand Guthrie. I got a girl named Daisy.
I expect you
Drives me crazy.
She was trying to crazy, little Richard. Je suis and Rockstar.
Je suis
Je suis, j'ai have un penthouse, or j'ai a residence.
Yes, you're right, and residence, Phil Wyman. Volare.
Volo.
First team have 19 points, which means Sean's team need 15 to win, which is quite a tall order. Let's see if you can do it. Your 90 seconds starts now. Stop in the name of love.
Give us 15 points, please.
Before you break Mark.
Supremes, 1 point. God save the Queen.
We mean it, man.
Queen.
Yeah. Sex Pistols, you never close your eyes anymore.
When I'm
cleaning windows.
I'm cleaning windows.
kiss your lips.
When I kiss your lips, well done, the righteous brothers. I get knocked down.
The one with
I
the
get up
waggly
again.
tail.
Yeah, top thumping. When I find myself in times of trouble.
Like a bridge.
Mother Nature comes to me.
Mother Nature?
Mother Goose.
Mother Goose comes to me.
It's Panto time!
As Mother Mary comes to me. Let it be the Beatles. I said a hip hop, the hippie, the hippie.
The hip hop, the hip down, diggity dong dong,
The boogie to the bang to the boogie to the bees.
Come on!
I'll give you it, although it's wrong. Rapper's Delight, Sugar Hill Gang. Step 1, you find the girl to love.
Step 2, you kiss and hold.
No, that's step 3.
You fall in love.
I'll give you that. She falls in love with you. You really think you got 16 in that round?
Tiebreaker.
It's amazing how you scored 16 in that round and yet only ended up with 11 at the end of the quiz. First team this week's winner at 19. So, thanks to Sean, Mark and Shovel, Phil, Richard and Lisa. You've been watching Never Mind the Buzzcocks. I've been Mike Lamar, which is no longer a hang in a fence. Good night.